everyone. I'm here with Uncle Strut, your new favorite Vancouver-based band, or your current favorite Vancouver-based band already. How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. We're here at the Flamingo Room. So I've already said before, this is great because I have 7 p.m. happy hour here and a great cocktail program. But a lot of people don't know that there's also a lot of local music here. So do you guys want to talk about what goes on at the Flamingo Room, what folks can expect here, why this place is so special?
Yeah, we've been very lucky to use this place a few times for we've done a photo shoot, a video shoot, now an interview. Funny enough, it being a live music video, we haven't actually played here. But there's a lot of different, we have a Latin instrumental bands, we have jazz bands, so a bunch of I like to call them the A+ Vancouver musicians come and play here. And I've been fortunate enough to have that position kind of fall on my lap after working at our sister restaurant. And live music 5 nights a week is pretty cool.
You said that you could get the A+ musicians.
You get the A+ musicians.
That's why we haven't played yet.
That's why we haven't played yet. We're not good. I won't hire us. Yeah.
We're not there yet. It's good to stay humble, you know, especially in such a period of growth. What are some of the A+ musicians you're talking about? Any memorable acts that you've seen?
So pretty much since we've been open 2 years now, and almost since day one, we have this guy named Phil Bow. He plays here every Saturday, and just starting 2 weeks ago, he usually plays 3 hours. I just asked him if he could do the happy hour set as well. So now he comes in every Saturday and he plays for 5 hours, which is just that's insane, man. Yeah. I'm huffing and puffing when we do an hour set.
Yeah.
And he's up there just for 5 hours.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy. So Phil Bow, Benjamin Millman, Alvin Brendan, Alan Ruiz, a bunch of guys, and they kind of they'll have a band they play with, and it's just cycling musicians. So they're always rotating new musicians, which is really cool.
How does the programming work here? Is it you curating it? Is someone?
Yeah. I get a lot of audition in, so
thousands of them.
Thousands.
Including your own.
These guys keep applying, but so get auditions in, but then also just being in the music scene, I have friends that always want to play, so I always try to help friends out. But then just getting to know more people.
Now, talking about where we're at now, you guys just came out with a new single, August. Outside, it's the most dreary November day ever. Was that strategic just to bring joy to everyone?
We're trying to lighten the mood a little bit.
Just lighten it up. No more suffering. Thinking about a nice trip out west in August. Wanted to ask, what was the catalyst of that song? Is it a specific August memory? For those who haven't listened, it's pretty traditional, what you get with your tried and true Uncle Strut music, surfy, indie rock, upbeat, but still with some sentimental value. What's kind of the story behind that track?
Yeah, so August started with this little date that me and my girlfriend took back when we started dating, and it became this kind of, I wrote it a long time ago, the original part, and it's just supposed to be a little story about, when you're first fall in love with someone and you get a nice little pink cloudy feeling. And then it happened really naturally, kind of all my favorite songs that we do are when someone brings in half of it to show everyone, and then the rest of it kind of just comes together really quickly. And I remember coming in, I think it was at before rehearsal, me and you were there early, and I had the verse and the chorus done, and then I think in 20 or 30 minutes we had the whole song done, and then the rest of the guys came and we showed it to everyone. And
30 minutes.
You wrote it on acoustic guitar first.
Yeah, I mean that's how really all songs start for us, for the most part. It's always acoustic guitar and singing, and then just builds and builds from there.
Do you guys feel when a song comes together, it's typically that seamless or speedy? Because 30 minutes, a lot of people say the best songs are easier to put together like that. But does that happen for you guys often? How does it work typically?
With some songs, for sure. Some songs, it's somebody brings an idea and we start playing it at practice, and then it's everybody kind of just knows what to play already. But then other times you think a song's going to be really easy to work on, and we end up spending a whole month just figuring out how we can make the drums and guitar sound good together, or whatever, you know, or sometimes you have too many ideas too, and then that can be a challenge. But
our song Tidal Wave that we put out a couple years ago, we had to actually not play it for almost a year So we had it, we were playing it, we really liked it, and then as we kept playing, we're like, we don't like it anymore, and then we were just put it away for a while, and then when we came back to it, sometimes you have to do that, but sometimes they come together super easily, which is always great.
Yeah, and I think it just comes down to like how comfortable you are around like the people that you're creating with. Like for Home at Last, for example, it's the first time working with Jasper, first time working with our producer Casey, and so some songs came together easily, other ones didn't, but I feel like this time around a lot of them are coming a lot easier than before.
Do you guys feel like your songs often start from like a seminal moment or a memory or like an experience, or is it more so someone has a really good riff idea or you're jamming and you're like, let's add on to this? Kind of how does it bounce towards each other like that?
I feel like I would say that most of the time it comes from an experience. I would say it's pretty rare. Like, have you ever? I guess maybe now, like on the new album, we have one or two that have come from a riff. Maybe ever since like Jasper's joined.
Yeah, I guess we've been like experimented a little bit now with like different ways we can attack a song when we're starting it.
Yeah.
Especially like our workflow is a little bit different now, but usually like you want to have some sort of like a melody, like a lyrical melody or some sort of a hook to really make it sync, you know, with everybody.
We're working with a lot of long legs under this table, so if there's tables hitting.
I'm also a leg swinger as well. So I'm just like kicking everything on
people
it.
here.
Yeah, sorry.
What'd you call
Drummer.
me?
I called you a leg swinger.
But yeah, I think like most of the songs so far have come from like, you know, starting with lyrics or starting with like, you know, a basic thing on guitar, and then as you keep creating, I think that and also changing the way that we're creating now, like a lot of the time we're going to like Casey's studio first and like laying down music maybe first as ideas, whereas before almost all the ideas would come from like someone bringing in like a half-done song lyrically or a full song sometimes.
The lyrics in August are kind of talking about that juxtaposition of like being so appreciative of the present moment, but also realizing it's passing. Like one of the lyrics is, if I could freeze this moment in time, you know I would. It's been like such a huge year for you guys. Like I was curious, what is a moment in your past year or so with your Uncle Strut career that you would love to relive or just experience day in and day out whenever you wanted?
I think for me, at least, the Hollywood Theater Show in Vancouver was, you know, hometown show, and just having like, I don't know, a huge crowd that was just there and
that
engaged.
That was quite surreal for sure.
And like walking out on the stage and everyone screaming like until we started playing music. Like it did not get quiet until we started playing.
Yeah.
Which was just, I can't wait till that happens in other cities.
It's kind of cheating, but I guess the whole like our first actual sort of national tour that we did, like it was our first experience playing that many shows in that short of a time, and like all the challenges that come with it and like everything we learned from it and stuff. I feel like looking back, there's like that first time is like going to be really special to look back on. So
it's less like wanting to relive things and more that like it gave a lot of hope that like more things like that are going to come in the future, which is really nice.
We had a lot of firsts this year, like our first album, first vinyl, which like was always a goal of ours, first big tour. So yeah, this whole year has been pretty special.
We're also doing so much all the time that it's like we don't really have time to stop and think about what we're doing. We're always on to the next thing. We get to soak it in for a night or whatever, and then it's like, okay, what's the next thing the next day, you know?
It's bloody exhausting.
And I think
When's it gonna
before I think before this year it was definitely like there were moments where you were like, I don't want like this to end because it was so special, and now it's like I feel like we're having really special things happen like a lot to us. And so it's like something to look forward to. You know,
in those moments, like when you are experiencing firsts, I'm curious for each of you too, like when was a moment where you realized this whole Uncle Strut thing is probably gonna work, like it's working, people like it, because you can like jam with your friends and enjoy like hanging out and playing music, but taking it to an audience and finding that audience is something totally different. Is there a moment where you're like, it's all clicking?
I think when we were in, I think it was Toronto, it was our first show of that like part of the summer tour, and there was like a lineup of people at the merch booth, like wanting to buy stuff, but then also just to meet us and like signing autographs and stuff. And that was pretty surreal to have these people like actually putting us up on that pedestal, which I don't know, it felt pretty crazy.
Yeah, there were a few shows like one in Calgary and in Nanaimo, just like sort of realizing we have these audiences in these different places, sort of, for me anyway, made it seem like, oh, this is a possibility here, you know?
Definitely like connecting with the fans every time after a show and like seeing how excited they are to talk to us or learn about like our story a bit more. That brings it home for me and for all of us, for sure. And that's what makes it feel a lot more real too, I think, you know, because at the end of the day, we're just, you know, some indie musicians trying to make good music, right? And then, but it's like you go and play it and then you're like, oh, to actually see like a really good reaction from people is definitely very special.
Yeah, and it feels like it's happened like we've made it, but like it's like it's happening really quickly, but it's actually been like a long time of slowly building and then like even to the point where like, you know, you get like 100 people out in a different city. It's like it's not just like putting the show on and it happening. It's like it's been the result of like years of working towards it to get that, you know. So it's not like surprising at the same time, because I'm like we have done the work here to do this, you know. It's not like it's just happening for us.
Totally. It's all happening. Yeah, maybe like
it doesn't stop.
No, actually, could it stop now?
No, I take that back.
Yeah, I kind of also, on that note too, where did you guys get your start as a band? Did all of you know that when you were younger you had like a musical inclination that you were excited about and you jammed with your friends in garages? Like, kind of what was the start for you? How did you guys link up?
Yeah, it's actually funny, because we've had this conversation before. Tyson knew he was going to be like doing this since he was
ever since I learned what a guitar was. I was like, I want to play that. I want to perform.
We you too. You have been working towards this like for your whole life. But Simon and I, like, we joke about this, like, if you'd asked us like 5 years ago if we thought we would be doing this right now, we would have been like, no, absolutely not, because like I didn't have any aspiration to be to be in a band until he was. I was in a band back in Toronto, but just like for fun. Yeah. And then when I moved here, he heard from another friend, Brendan, who used to be in Uncle Strut, that I could play drums or whatever, and he was like, "You should come jam." Yeah,
I started writing these songs, and we happened to move to Vancouver at a similar time, and we went and jammed a couple of the songs I'd written, and we were like, "We're pretty cool, man."
It felt really good.
Yeah.
Like it like immediately felt like, oh, this is something really cool.
Didn't sound too good, but
nah.
But the vibe was great. I know.
Was great.
What's the jamming criteria? Like, how do you know it's really great or
just
going
enjoy
well?
like drinking beers after.
Yeah, how many beers do we have? Yeah.
Totally.
No, for me as well, like, I remember we were in Toronto recently and we were talking to the girls from Box Raya. They came and did some shows with us, and just saying how it's like really special this is happening, because it was never supposed to happen for me. Like, this was never on like the life card, you know. So it's like every experience that's happening, or like everything we're doing, it's like taking a minute to soak it all in, because a few years ago, like if you ask friends of mine from like 5 years ago, none of them even know I played music.
Yeah.
It's also funny because the three of us met. I mean, they're brothers, so they've known each other.
We met a while ago.
Known a long time.
A few decades.
Allegedly, my whole life. Yeah.
But we met in Banff, and our only relationship was partying together a couple of times. I don't think we ever talked about music or talked about like living in the same city or anything.
Yeah.
We were just like friends that would kind of bump into each other in town and have a beer and have a chat. And then
I used to serve you beers.
You used to serve me beer. And then I'd sit there and talk to him.
Talk at
Do you want to join my band?
Yeah, like whatever,
Beers
man.
and jamming go really well together.
And then fast forward, I don't know, what was it, 4 or 5 years in between, and now we're in a band together and talk every single day.
Yeah.
For hours.
It's exhausting.
That's like,
We have like 6 group chats for like, with like
all just
each
the 4 of
different
us.
team members and whatever, the 4 of us.
Yeah.
No, 6 with all just the 4 of us.
Yeah. Just different names, different titles. Yeah.
well, it sounds like you found your groove. And also, I'm curious, between the 4 of you, you guys obviously all play a role for each other in the band, like not just musically, but in terms of like how the band's supported. Like, How do you like lean on each other? Who kind of hones what? How would you look to like the person next to you and like what role they play in the band and how it's really gotten you to where you are today?
We all definitely take on different roles, and we lean on other people like close in our lives as well. So like, I mean, we kind of just have found the things that we like to do and are kind of good at, and then everybody kind of gets, and we delegate the jobs that way. But like Quincy takes on a lot of like managerial type stuff when it comes to like talking to venues or promoters. Like, I mean, you used to do all that stuff just on your own, right?
Until Casey joined.
Joined.
Casey
shout out Casey.
Yeah, shout out Casey.
Yeah, he's the real MVP for sure. And like Simon and his partner Lexi, like they do like a lot of the design work, so like tour posters, album art and stuff like that. I do like a lot of like kind of social media stuff, so like I kind of found my role there. And I don't know,
tour manages. Tyson like books all the like, accommodation and like we all cry on his
making
shoulder.
sure we have a place to stay.
I did most of the crying last time.
Yeah, me too. we all had we shed some tears on the last tour, but we'll talk about that another time.
But it takes a village, and like apart from the four of us working, it's like our manager Casey, all of our partners are involved in ways that like we can explain and also can't explain. So it's like it really is like it's a big team. It's a team effort for sure.
Yeah, all of our partners, like Tyson's partner Kelly, she does like photos at all our shows. Grace, my wife, she was like did all the manager duties for a long time, and like Jasper's like everyone like pitches in, and like obviously being a touring musician, like you need your like supportive partners to like be behind you, and we're also lucky that we have that, you know.
You need help at home to be able to leave home and play music.
Yeah, someone's gotta look after the cat, you know.
It's really
look after the cat, man.
It's all for the cats.
It's really quite amazing though too, for sure. Like, because there's no way we'd be able to do this all just on our own, and then so it's like all the people that are like willing and super excited to be a part of Uncle Strut is definitely like special to see, and like we appreciate all the support from everyone, of course.
Do you know that Drake song is like, came up, it's all me. It's like, that is not how it works at all, Drake. Like, I would love to see the people that are on your team, Drake.
Yeah, right.
It's definitely not just you, man. At least one other
like,
person.
hey.
You ain't never done a thing for yourself in your life.
Did you guys ever feel like vulnerable, like conveying to people in your personal lives, like, I'm doing this band thing, like, want to get on board or get off? Like, was it always easy to sell them on the concept? That was really nice.
Yeah, luckily for
like olives.
Luckily for us, our parents, my dad's sometimes like, when are you going to get a real job? But for the most part, my parents are both like, we were raised listening to music. My dad used to like host local drum circles at the restaurant they owned. Like, music has always been a big part of our life. So, and a lot of their friends were musicians and stuff. So they've always been really supportive of what we want to do, and our partners as well. So it wasn't like, I know a lot of people maybe would have to like sell this life to their family, but luckily our family's been pretty supportive.
Yeah, me too.
Like, really supportive.
Extremely supportive.
Yeah.
No, they've always just been, I think they believe in it, and they know that we're trying really hard. Like, if we were just, I feel like when Quincy and I were first in the band, it was kind of an excuse to just party.
It doesn't sound much like you.
And now it's changed, and it's like it's treated like a full-time job.
Yeah.
That we just pay to do.
For sure.
Yeah, if
You pay to party with your friends now.
If we were still treating it like we treated it the first couple of years, probably everyone would have been like, okay,
Whatever.
Time to make a change.
But everyone sees the work that we all put in, like how dedicated we are to it. So.
And my dad has a business background, and he's helped us out with a few things. So every week, every Thursday morning at 7 a.m., 7:30. My dad jumps on a call with us and our manager Casey, and we just hash everything out, and he throws all of his ideas at it, which is great.
Yeah,
which is great.
Awesome.
Was there ever a moment where you're like, okay, boys, like everyone lock in, like we kind of got to get this going, or it's been 2 years? Like, how did you have to like approach a conversation where you're like, I'm going to start taking it seriously, or everyone was like, I'm committed, ready to go?
I think that everyone was taking it really seriously, but it wasn't really until like Jasper and Casey got on board that we were like, now I feel like we have like the team that is like, it's the right team to like take it to a place that we haven't taken it before. Like take it out of Vancouver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I feel like you can get pretty good like in the city that you're in, but like to become a band that's like more on like a national scale or above, you really need to like, be very, very focused.
Just be shown like how to take it. Like we were taking certain things seriously, but maybe like neglecting other things. And like Jasper being involved and like Casey again, like sort of helping us to see where we're lacking in certain areas. So it wasn't necessarily that we weren't taking it seriously before. We were just doing it badly a little bit.
We just didn't know what we were doing. Like we
business
just
over beers. Like it's a little more serious now.
We thought we were doing.
You guys had a
things.
pretty good handle on it by the time I came around, because like I obviously saw how serious you guys were about being successful and was stoked about that.
What was the moment you knew that we were serious? You saw our first Hollywood theater show and someone handed you like a fake mustache when you entered the room or something.
yeah.
Like, these guys are the real
These are legit.
I was in line to
And look
see
at him
them.
now.
I know. Who would have thought? I never thought I would have grown a mustache in my life, to be honest.
Didn't take you very long to get on board
These
though.
guys,
This is where we put on the we flashed the picture of what Jasper used to look like.
Oh my god! This is the before photo.
Yeah.
And I'll show you my face now. It's like a lot different.
Things are looking up.
When you joined
Yeah.
the band, did you feel like all this pressure to grow a mustache, or did you ever doubt yourself? Like, were you like, I
so-
don't know?
Yeah, it wasn't.
And you're not in them.
It was contractual pressure.
Yeah.
Ask us if it's
Gotta
like,
maintain the brand.
if it's like part of the contract that you have to have long hair and a mustache. We're like, yes.
That's the whole contract.
Yeah,
That's
pretty,
the only
pretty
thing.
much it started off, we were jamming, and I think we were going to play our first gig, and then they're like, okay, you're a pretty good guitar player, but can
You're
you grow
fine.
a mustache though?
More importantly,
You're about to come on the road and lose a bunch of money with us, but you really need to look the part when you do it.
But that first moment where I was like, okay, this is like definitely like a different experience than I've ever been to, was I was standing in line to watch them play at the Hollywood, and then some security guard came out and started handing out fake mustaches to everybody. And so the guy gives me a mustache. I'm like, what the hell?
The security,
and
not
at first
just
I was like,
someone else.
whatever, like maybe I'll put this on, but I'll put it in my pocket for now. And I walk inside, and there's like 100 people with all these fake mustaches on. I'm like, what is going on here? Okay, I'll put it on too.
Yeah, it's the
Now I
best
got
when you're
my own.
like, for us, when we're on stage and like look out into the front, like 3 rows, and there's all these women with just all these beautiful women with these just mustaches on, like these colorful mustaches. I'm like, this is the best.
Yeah.
How did that start? Like,
Dude, so I remember specifically, it was actually right around the time where the August song would have come from. Me and Lexi
yeah.
were like walking along kits, and we were talking about like what is something that we can give to people that's like really good, like branding wise, and just like a funny like takeaway for the show. And we were like talking about it forever, like between us. And immediately she's just like, you should do fake mustaches.
great.
And I was like, how didn't we think of that before? It's like the most perfect thing. And so I've probably ordered from Amazon at least 1,000 mustaches.
Yeah.
Like they come in these like packs of like 90 for some reason. And like every show there for a while, I don't do it like too much anymore. But yeah, man, like ordering like 400 mustaches at a time in bulk from Amazon.
They have those.
So there you have it. All our best ideas come from our partners.
Yeah, there you
For
go.
the wise man.
Props. That's crazy. And also, like, I feel like your live shows, people know them to be like quite outrageous and fun and great. You know, like they're quite lively, and like you're going, and it's not a seated concert energy. It's like we want to be up, we want to be dancing, we want to be bumping shoulders. How did you guys always know you wanted to be like that kind of performance band? Did you get that jazzed when you went on stage? Do you feel like you have to like command that attention a bit more? How did that kind of come to be?
I think it just kind of happened naturally. Like we're
That's who we are.
just silly, goofy guys in general. And my favorite thing when I see a live artist is if you can see that they're having fun.
Yeah.
Like if they're smiling at their bandmates and they're jumping around and running around, I'm like, that is so much more entertaining than someone standing in their little bubble. Maybe they're playing perfectly and it sounds amazing, but it's just not as entertaining as a group of guys that are clearly having fun together.
Dude, there's
a group of people that
there's nothing worse than when you go to a show and you're like really excited to see them, and then they're like on stage. And you're like, you guys don't even look like you want to be on there
totally.
right now. Like you're just like, no one's
Yeah.
like smiling, like looking at each other. Everyone's just like looking down and playing.
Yeah.
sounds amazing, but it's like trying to make the shows a little bit more of an actual like show rather than just like hearing the songs that you already know, you know?
Yeah, when you watch you guys, like Tyson and I were talking about this before, it's like a foursome, but there's no clear like front person, and I think that's because of the stage presence you guys all bring when you perform. It's quite equal. Like there's not one person out in front that's like hyping up the crowd, because sometimes a lot of like instrumentalists kind of sit in the background and play the downbeats and stuff. But yeah, you guys all rise to the occasion and seem to be enjoying each other's company.
I think that's like a big focus of this band, is it's not just a one person show. It's like everyone does so much and everyone has their kind of moment on stage. And I think if you come to one of our shows, you can look at anyone and be entertained. Yeah. You know, totally. It shouldn't just be on the front man. Everyone's up there doing just as much work, and it shows. Like everyone's having just as much fun.
Yeah.
We don't have to like I mean, some nights are different than others where maybe you're a little tired or whatever, but like usually we don't have to fake. Like we just are having really fun time. We'd have to hide
fun,
it. Yeah. Just like
adrenaline's a hell of a drug.
But it's also like I feel like at the heart of our like the core of the band is like the relationship that the four of us have with each other, and it's like it's not trying to project something that isn't there. It's like this is how we do it when we're like in rehearsal or like when we're just hanging out, you know, just like being friends. And
that's why we called the album Home at Last, the first album, because it's just like, that's the feeling we have when we're together, is like we all make each other feel really comfortable and like happy, and we just genuinely like being with each other. And so the album sort of like, we were trying to capture that feeling for the album. And that's the same thing like you get on stage with us, is we're just all genuinely having fun. We all like to be around each other.
Yeah.
And like, I couldn't imagine being in a band where you hear these stories where they like have to, like they hate each other when they're off stage and then they play just for the money or whatever.
That's crazy to me.
Because you need to be like, for me, like playing music with people, like it's a connection thing. Like you need to be connected to those people.
It's also like when you're on the road and stuff, like the music actually becomes the easiest part, because the other 22 hours of the day when you're on the road and stuff, like you're eating together, you're sleeping together, you're in uncomfortable situations like all the time.
Sleeping together?
Sometimes.
I don't know what you guys do in your room, but
you know what I mean.
I have no idea.
Should I leave? Sorry.
But yeah, like it's there's a lot of like, you know, ups and downs in between, or like before and after we're playing on stage. So it's like if you have to get along. Yeah. Otherwise it's just gonna make your life hell, basically.
Yeah. It also gives people that are at the shows permission to just like have fun as well, which is like the most important thing. When we're going to shows, it's like you just want to make people feel comfortable and make them feel like they can just be who they are, and they can like dance if they want to dance, and you know, feel like they can like come and hang out with us after at the merch booth, and like it's an open invitation to just be yourself and have a good time. And nothing like says that more than when we're just on stage like being ourselves and having a good time. You know? So
you know, maybe stage diving on a floaty or something like that.
Only
very
one
inviting stuff.
Totally. What are you guys learning about touring, especially together? Are you learning anything about each other? Any strengths that you feel like you guys bring, or also things you don't like about touring? Yeah, because you can make music all you want, but bringing it to people in a lengthy way, like across provinces, cities, it requires some stamina, prep, liking of each other.
Yeah, I feel like we're like, you know, you kind of learn your own boundaries a lot, and then as a group, everybody kind of like learns that about each other too. So it's like if somebody wants to sleep, like let them sleep.
Don't party until the last night of tour.
We may have had a moment recently where Ratsy was trying to get some sleep, and we were up until like 9 in the morning, and we
up until 9, just up till the next day.
and we got
just didn't sleep.
We got an angry Raspy in his underwear coming out of his room at 9 in the morning.
It was a great sight.
Yeah, it's a setup.
That's a good one. Which we like, you know, we don't always do well, but just like. Trying to like let people have their space, because you don't always have an actual physical place to go be separate if you need to, if you're in the van or whatever.
So a lot of time together.
Just like
close quarters.
And trying to and I think we all do this naturally, but if one guy is sort of down or whatever, then the other three sort of pick it up to try to keep the energy like up and like it's never like everyone's upset.
I would say we're really good at picking each other up too, because we all have like different things going on in our personal lives, right? Which is already a challenge in of its own. It's like you're in a completely different city for like 12 hours or something like that. It's like we got to come together and be a good team,
But also, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not sure if touring is always this easy, but I actually have just a fantastic time, like 95%.
95%.
It's pretty easy, man. Like I hear about other people like really having like.
I think you're forgetting about some stuff.
You just blacked
Like
out.
you maybe looking back in like at some like.
Let's
all we
unpack
do,
this. What
all
is
we
he
do
forgetting
is go to
that you're
A&W
remembering?
and play music. That's
No, I mean
like
the brotherly angst. This is where the brotherly angst comes out.
So much A&W, man.
so much A&W. Sponsor us.
Please sponsor us, A&W.
No, like there's a lot of things you need to deal with, like just technically things going wrong at venues, like maybe making the mistake of showing up too close to sound check, or like the sound guy not showing up on time, or there being no sound guy booked, and so you're like stressing out. Like there are things that are happening all the time.
I guess what I'm saying is like
snowstorms.
But like that stuff is like the external, like uncontrollable stuff.
Right.
But
You're
like
not counting that.
What actually makes touring hard is like, when we're not happy with each other. And I feel like when we're like all happy and like being each other, it's like the other stuff doesn't really affect as much.
Yeah.
Because you're like, at least we're just like together,
For sure.
enjoying it. It's like, or even if it's shit, it's like, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like my power going out every like 2 minutes in the band.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
It's like,
So funny.
When was your
He's like,
power
that's
going
so
out?
like my
Canmore show?
the Canmore show,
yeah.
where my pedals
DIs
kept
in
losing
there, yeah.
losing
yeah.
power, and the guy
that's
came
right.
with only 2 DIs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, what actually ended up happening?
You used the bass amp, but then no, you didn't use.
Or I used the bass amp, but my pedals were going into this outlet. Then we found out after that he was putting all the power through this one wall outlet, and my pedals
strong
kept
guy.
shutting off, and so I would lose all the power in my bass, and then it would like come back on with every one of my pedals
Power.
on.
Yeah, like so loud.
Dude, do you remember that girl came up and was like, I've never been to a show where like the bass is that like prominent in the sound. It's because like
You're like, finally, people pay attention to bass.
yeah, I'm like, this is what I gotta do every time, man. Just put all my pedals at the same time.
It's your moment.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Well, when you were talking about how every person has a moment in the show, what's that moment? Is it a song? Is it a certain?
Can't give you all our secrets now.
I know.
But if you've seen one of our shows, you would know. If not, maybe
it's
one of you
for
guys want to
the
take it away.
people
Well, I
haven't
mean,
seen.
Tarson has tons of moments.
It's my job.
Yes.
Yeah, like Raspy has obviously got like his big guitar solos where he goes up front.
Is it a secret?
He
The guy who plays guitar has no solos in the show.
there may or may not be a
No.
moment where he plays with the guitar behind his head. Simon and I both have like vocal parts in like 7:30 and in Exit Sign where we like have our own sort of featured vocal where we're the stars for a moment.
Yes.
And in Quarter Mile for the encore, like I come out front and we do our like acoustic thing. So plus him and Raspy go down in the crowd and like have their little twosome moment in Mama.
Yeah, jumping down in the crowd is fun while we're playing.
Tyson does the
I
worm.
kind of,
Sometimes.
I feel like I'm kind of lucky sometimes because since I don't like sing as much, I can just run around and
I'm a
do all
little bit
kinds of
jealous
crazy stuff.
Yeah, you're
so
limited.
I'll like run up to Quincy. Yeah, I'll run up to Quincy and like jam out with him for a bit, and then I'll like
Not enough, by the way.
go behind Tyson. Yeah, no.
Come a little more often.
Okay.
Simon also,
I'll make sure you're not lonely up
Yeah,
there.
you do.
Simon also, he's the sexy one, so he takes his shirt off from time to
I
time.
can't do it anymore
There
though,
you go.
man.
What? Why not?
I don't know. I'm getting nervous. You're catching up to me.
Don't be so self-conscious, man.
Almost
Oh my gosh.
30.
If this video goes viral, Simon will take his shirt off.
Guaranteed.
I'll do
Totally.
it whatever you want.
Ladies,
Yeah.
guys.
Totally. Well, also with live performing, like obviously you guys sustain yourself to like maintain the energy. Do you have any like bonding rituals you do on tour? Do you have any,
Did
like,
we ever?
We have
what do you do?
we have a ritual we do before every show. It's sort of like I won't get into the nitty gritty details, but we sort of do a huddle where we all
We take our pants off.
take our pants
We
off,
start kissing.
Not to give it all
kissing
away.
each other's bellies, rub the bellies.
I knew you guys seemed close though.
Yeah, we just sort of jump around, run around the room,
Shouting.
We let all the weird energy out.
Get your
So you
zoomies
just
out.
you get the zoomies out and then
sort of get the zoomies on display. Because sometimes
Right.
you're like I'm not trying to get them. I'm not trying to get
That's
them
one way
out.
to put it, man.
Like, not trying
We
to
need
get
to
them
save
out.
some of the
We need
zoomies
zoomies
for
to
He's
stay.
not ashamed of his
right.
zoomies.
No, I want the zoomies on display.
You know,
That's true.
You know that scene in The Office? I've been watching a lot of Office recently, and Pam like screens Michael's calls for the first like 5 seconds. You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about? So she'd be like, oh, like line 1 for you, and then he'll like pick up and say something crazy, and then she'd be like, oh no, sorry, I'm putting it through for you now. So it's like he gets all the weirdness
Weird
out.
stuff.
I feel like that's what we do.
You
It's
vet
like,
each other.
We get all the weird stuff out, so then we can just go on stage and be like,
This is normal.
not like
Yeah.
super ridiculous. You know?
That's so funny that like what you bring on stage, like that's your normal. Because I feel like so many people, like it's you guys like really seem to enjoy. I always think like with artists, like a lot of the time they fall in like 3 categories. You're like a songwriter, or you're a stage performer, or you're a vocalist. And then like if you have all 3, that's like kind of what people think the big kahunas are. But like it's like you kind of like pull from each moment. Like you've 3 to 4 sometimes vocalists, sometimes like you guys all pull the weight. Is there like a specific song where like you two enjoy really singing on more? Are we going to see more of that in the future? Like I just went to a Wolf Alice show and the drummer had a whole vocal song, and I'm loving that we're seeing more like instrumentalists and bands like show more sides of themselves to that degree. Kind of wondering what future songwriting, is it more flexible for you guys? Like how's that functionally working?
I think that there are definitely songs that we do, like, you know, Quincy is definitely like the main backup singer of the band, and he like, I don't know, something about him and Tyson's voices work really well together. But you don't really need to sing on a song when you have a Tyson in the band. You know what I mean?
We've spoken about like, you know, whoever writes the song singing it, or like maybe a song that Simon's written suits his vocal style more or whatever. But as Simon was saying, like Tyson is just like
We have a Tyson.
He's got a special voice.
Thank you, boys.
So
Yeah.
But if you ever wanted to sing, it sounds like you could.
I mean, fun fact, I put my first backing vocal on a song
There you
for the
go.
first time.
it's all Steve
Hit us with it, man. Hit us with it.
It's a
Are we
nice-
gonna get a Jasper's version?
Yeah, we'll get
I could
Jasper
feel that over
versions of all the
here.
new
it's
songs.
just gonna be nothing else.
I learned not too long ago that I'm actually just a baritone.
Yeah.
There you go.
So-
You just gotta know your strengths.
I gotta pick and choose my spots wisely for the new album,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Tyson is one of the things that's good about this band is we don't have really huge egos when it comes to like we did your song last, like we're doing my song next, or like or anything like that. So I feel like if one of us really wanted to sing one song, he wouldn't have a problem
Yeah.
with it.
No.
But it's always like to serve what's best for the song.
Yeah.
So
It would be like if, let's say, I wanted to sing on a song, you'd be like, you can for sure try to sing on the song, but you wouldn't just do it because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You'd be
Right.
like, if you want to do it, you can try to do it. But then Tyson's gonna do it and probably be better than you. So it's like,
9.9.
and it's like that we wouldn't
Just prepare
we
yourself.
wouldn't choose the one that I sang just because I
Right.
wanted to sing it.
Right.
We would do what's best for the
Yeah.
band, you
Yeah.
know,
Song
which
comes
99% of the time is gonna be Tyson singing
Yeah.
it.
I like that outlook. Like the song comes first, because it sounds like you guys all really trade off in terms of like how it comes together and like how you record it, lay it down. Has there been any like songs in particular that the process like really excited you and like it was like a light up moment and really came together where you saw all your strengths kind of like blend into one with that?
The new one. Call My Name.
Oh, name? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that one really brought it all together, our strengths.
There's a lot of good parts of that song.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, everything on it, I'm just like so excited about.
It's quite a contrast from August as well.
It really shows both sides.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
opposite
Yeah.
end of the
Both
strut. The
sides of
strut.
strut.
Yeah.
Strutum. Spectrum.
It kind of
Stratosphere.
yeah.
There you go.
I don't know, seeing how that song started versus where it is now is pretty crazy, actually.
You want to show them, man?
Should I show you?
Yeah, what does that mean, like, it's opposite? Like, in feeling, in, like, sound, in concept?
Kind of feel like there's two sides of Strut. The sort of, like, soft, folky side, and then the more, like, rocky...
Harder sound.
I do a little bit of yelling.
Yelling.
Which literally just means that like it's the songs that I write versus the songs that you guys write.
Yeah, it leans to faux, yeah. I guess that's how I'd put it, right?
That's pretty much it, yeah. There's like the kind of rockier beat side, and then there's the like loves, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not love
Yeah.
song, but
Love song.
kind of love song.
Yeah.
August is a love song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so, yeah. Do you want to hear a bit of the
Yeah.
new song?
Let's hear it.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah!
Not exactly hardcore either, but
They're not hardcore, but you'll hear a bit of rock and roll in there.
Yeah.
Some big choruses.
we'll wait till the chorus, yeah.
Take the wheel now.
Oh, good.
Drive far away.
I like it. Thank God.
You're like, that sounds like shit.
Check on the radio. It's the Rolling Stone. Why don't you turn it up so we can sing along? When you call my name,
A little bit angrier.
Yeah.
Sounds way better like this.
Please listen, never listen to the bedroom demo again.
That's good, man.
I know
That's
that
awesome.
you feel me.
I
Awesome there.
can hear what you're saying when you're like, it all came together. Like, even when we just listened to that, all of you were like so into it.
Yeah,
Like, you're all landing in it.
There's
you know?
there's like a golden period where the song is almost done, but you haven't played it like 2,000 times yet, and so you still really love it.
Right.
And that was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was like 2 months ago. No, like personally, like I'm still in that space now where we haven't played it live a bunch of times. I think we've played it like 3 or 4 times live, and so hearing it, we're still just like, fuck yeah, this is awesome.
It's happened with a couple songs as well where like we'll play it and we won't like say anything about it. We'll just play it and then other people come up to like after the show and they'll say it was their favorite song we played.
And this wasn't one of those periods.
This was.
Oh, yeah.
Almost every time.
No, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, people were even like singing along to the choruses, like they had never
not
heard
even
it
out.
before. And then once the second chorus came around, they're singing along.
Because you always write songs with 4 words.
I don't know many words.
Yeah.
So
You use
so
it.
I use the choruses to
You're
just repeat the
dumb.
same thing over and
Handsome
over.
though.
We're very
It's
blunt in this
good
band.
to know your limit and play within it. That's really exciting. And also, you guys are coming out with so much. Like, is this for your next record to add on to? Is it just going to be single? Like, what else are you guys working on right now?
Album number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, album number 2. We're sort of like planning a slow release of singles in 2026.
Slow drip.
A slow drip, thank you. And yeah, hoping for album release maybe next September.
Maybe,
October.
for sure.
Yeah.
And
Maybe for sure. Yeah.
Definitely maybe.
Definitely maybe.
Name of
Definitely
the album.
It's never been done before.
Never been done before. Definitely.
First time.
On a tight schedule for it, though.
We gotta write some songs, man.
Yeah.
No, we've got a bunch of songs cooking right now.
Yeah.
Five or so, like in the next stage where we're like getting them ready. We got another recording session coming up, so
Yeah, really excited for that for sure. Some of the new tunes are gonna be very interesting.
They're going to rock your socks off. If that's what you were
rock.
gonna say.
They're gonna rock.
What is
How'd you
that
know?
feeling like, having confidence to like go and record now that you've done like your first full album, and this is just like kind of like adding
you
on
know.
to what you're already. Yeah.
When the feeling comes, we'll let you know.
Yeah, it's like, but there's less of a feeling of like trepidation and more like confidence and excitement. Like, we've done it,
Yeah.
we can do it again better. Like, how does that feel to be in that part of the Uncle Strut journey now?
I think like expanding the team. So for the first time ever, we have someone outside, like not attached to the project, mixing
yeah.
the songs.
Tom, shout out Tom from Monarch
Another
Studios.
shout out.
Yeah, so
Shout out Monarch.
we've always done it in-house before. So just having like a different set of eyes and ears on it, I think is going to make a huge difference.
But yeah, it definitely makes it easier for us to experiment as well, where we sort of have confidence that we can get the bass down, the bass,
The bass.
the bass. it gives us more like opportunities to branch out our sound and experiment in different ways. And definitely makes the planning of the album easier because we know we can do this now.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're also always looking for like new and fun ways to incorporate like different sounds and like what can we do new this time and what did we try last time that didn't work so well, but now maybe we can try it again and it'll work this time. You know, stuff like that.
You can fine tune it. And also like identify as artists even more. Like every work you produce, like you're probably landing into your sound even more, your vibe as a band. Like even now, like you've toured so much, you're touring again coming up. Do you guys want to talk a bit about your next lineup of performances, where people can catch you?
Ski Bum Tour. But before that,
we got we
almost got it.
Almost there.
the tour we're doing in like 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, we're heading out with some friends of ours, Hotel Mira. Our friend Mike, who's the bassist in Hotel Mira, he's sort of been like an advisor for us for a couple
father
years.
figure.
Yeah,
An uncle figure.
an uncle figure.
An uncle-in-law to the Uncle Struts.
Yeah, when we were first starting out, like we would go get drinks with him every now and then, and he would sort of just like give us his experiences and like sort of give us advice and stuff. So, and back then we used to be like, take us on tour with you, and he was like, no. You got the shit. He'd be like, yeah, someday. And
That someday came.
there you go, man. And so we're heading out with them. We're gonna be in Victoria, Kelowna, Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver at the Vogue from December 5th to the 13th.
Yep.
Yeah.
So check that out. And then
Ski Bum Tour.
oh god, you spooked me.
It's Halloween season, man.
That's true.
A Ski Bum Tour, man. We're going out hitting all the ski bums and also
Hitting all of them.
All the
We're-
big,
hitting all the
We're
ski bums
slapping all-
and all the shows. Let me get my leg in here, boys.
yeah, we're all big skiers.
the big dogs.
It's a big dog. But yeah, hitting all the ski towns in BC in February and March 2026.
And so what is that? February 27th to
March 14th.
March 14th. Yeah.
December. February to December. It's almost the bloody full year.
And yeah, we how many dates we're doing? 10?
Yeah, 9 or 10 dates.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we're going on tour with our friends the Noodle Boys. They're a local band who we've played like a bunch of shows with them. And we have always talked about going on tour with them as well, and we're finally making that happen. And so
It's all coming together.
yeah, and I want to take a minute to talk about March 14th, our final show of the tour. It's going to be a charity show where we're going to be raising money for the Three Links Foundation. So it's a community charity that puts together breakfasts every Sunday for people who are facing food scarcity. So we're going to be raising some money for them.
Playing some tunes for them, man.
Like low income families and individuals, like help them and hopefully raise a bunch of money so they can feed the whole community for the next year. Basically, is our goal.
Yeah.
So we're trying to raise $10,000.
Yep. That's the
And
plan.
we got a couple other awesome acts. Kind of like co-headlining the show with us too, which is cool.
Yeah, Che, Amy Dorval,
Amazing.
and Fionn are going to be on the bill with us. And then we've also got Queen Kong, who's going to be hosting the event, drag queen from the city. So yeah, it's going to be a great event.
Amazing. Yay. Well, this was great. I think we should end with a cheers to Uncle Strut, the Flamingo Room, and making music with friends in cool places.
Amazing.
Thanks, Ange.
Cheers.
And